Hello, Whitney George here, Product Documentation Specialist for Aperio. In this video, I'll define CMC connections and metrics and show a brief demo of how to create and authorize a connection, create a metric schedule, and view a metrics result. A connection establishes an authorized link to an environment, such as a Salesforce org or Workday tenant. This allows CMC applications to connect to the environment to analyze its complexity, compare metadata between environments, and back up the metadata. Pause the video here for more time to read the definitions for metrics and metric schedules. When you're ready, let's go to CMC where we'll use the Walk Me tool for a step-by-step guide to create a new connection and metric schedule. In order to use Walk Me, you'll need to install the CMC Walk Me Chrome extension. See the link in the comments section of this video for more information. To launch the walkthrough for creating a connection, I need access to a Connections tab, which I can find by navigating to the CMC Release Manager app. From here, I'll go to the Connections tab, click Walk Me Through, and scroll to the walkthrough for creating a new connection. All I have to do now is follow the prompts. Pause the video here to read this introductory walkthrough info, and then select Next and New. Here you'll select the type of environment you're connecting to. I'm going to create a connection to a Salesforce org, so I'll choose the default Salesforce record type for my connection and select Next and Continue. I'll start by entering a connection name. I'm creating a connection to a sandbox, so I'll use the naming convention of adding my account name and the name of the sandbox. The sandbox would be used primarily for testing, so I'll select Test as the environment purpose. Because this is a demo, I'll follow WalkMe's instruction to select the CMC Sandbox account. Since this is my full sandbox, I'll choose Salesforce Sandbox. My sandbox isn't using single sign-on, so I'll leave this blank and click Next. The connection owner can be either an internal user or a customer. I'll select User, fill in my name, search, and save. Now I need to authorize my connection so that metrics can log into the Salesforce org to capture the metrics data. Again, feel free to pause the video here to read this information about authorizing a connection. When you're ready, click Authorize. Select your credentials to log into the sandbox. Give Salesforce permission to access your environment, and this pop-up confirms that our authorization is complete. Now that I have an authorized connection, I want to schedule a metrics job to analyze my Salesforce environment every week. There's also a walkthrough for this process, so we'll start with the walkthrough and follow the prompts. Click Walk Me Through. Scroll to the walkthrough for how to create a metric schedule, and click Next. I'm going to create a Salesforce metrics job, so I'll choose the default Salesforce metrics record type, select Next, and Continue. Now I can select the metrics categories I'd like to include in my run. For the purposes of this demo, I'm going to choose all three. You can select one or more categories. Code metrics monitor code and configuration as well as Lightning usage. Test coverage metrics monitor governance and code testing. And data metrics monitor adoption, storage, and user details. Next, you'll select a time and date for your metric schedule to run. Just make sure you choose something that doesn't overlap with peak usage time. Then select Save to save your schedule. This pop-up shows that our schedule was created successfully. Alright, I'm back on my schedule record and the metrics job I scheduled has run on its scheduled day and time. If I needed the results right away, I could have used the Run Now option and my job would have been complete within a few hours. To see my job results, I scroll to the job results related list and select the job results I want to view. Let's take a look at a few examples of the metrics that were collected based on the criteria I selected when setting up the metric schedule. Because I selected code metrics, I have information here on configuration and code. I also have information on Lightning usage. Because I selected test coverage metrics, I have information on code testing. A notable metric in this section is code coverage. And finally, because I selected data metrics, I have information on adoption and user metrics. If you'd like to see a comprehensive list of all the metrics categories and itemized metrics that are collected for each category, check out the link in the comments of this video to a spreadsheet that contains that information. If you have any additional questions about connections and metrics in CMC, don't hesitate to reach out to us on the CMC Chatter page or to your Client Success Manager. Thanks for watching this video today on connections and metrics in CMC.